These are some of the best decks in Clash Mania, and I'm gonna show you the best deck for every single hero. So let's begin. For the best Barbarian King deck, we have the Swordsman, the Archer, the Skeleton Guard, the Ice Wizard, and the Miner. The Swordsman and the Ice Wizard is just gonna slow and stun your enemies to slow them down from attacking your backline, while your Archer and the Miner is gonna take care of enemies backline like the Archer, Queen, and the Royal Champion. And your Skeleton Guard is just gonna act like the second tank, and by the time we were talking we won round number 1. For round number 2 I'm gonna get my whole deck so that I can get the full value of the Barbarian King super, because more minis equals to more value. And then I'm gonna try to get my Miner, and there I have it. And I will get the area upgrade for the wizard so that I can stun his wizard and anything. I mean, by wizard I mean the barbarian. They're literally the same thing, and by barbarian I mean the wizard, and I'm totally confused. It's just the barbarian, and our ice wizard died, everything died, but we lost round number 2, but it's not the end of everything and anything. I'm gonna upgrade my miner to get the backstab damage, while let's upgrade a swordsman because it's literally the main carry against the melee minis, because swordsman just provides so much value, it can get so many resets. I'm gonna play the skeleton guard towards the shell tile to take care of his swordsman, which he didn't did this time. Our swordsman got some value, but that's actually enough to finish this round. For round number 3 I'm gonna upgrade my miner, or maybe the ice wizard. That ice bomb ability will be pretty crucial against the swordsman which will come from the shell tile. And there we have the ice bomb ability, and I will upgrade my skeleton guard because that will allow me to get the stronger super and stronger shield. And just upgrade in alone is a great value because you can get so much value with 3 HP. The swordsman of the enemy is going totally ham, it just gets super and super, and it might just clutch up. It indeed clutched. I hope that I had a swordsman of this kind. That's some real power. I'm now just gonna upgrade everything which I have. I'm gonna upgrade the ice wizard, and this growth ability was actually a waste, but that's fine because the other ability was the dissipate, and there's not really any mini with the super except the swordsman, which indeed is gonna get the super from the resets, and the barbarian king is gonna die. Our swordsman went to the backside, it's gonna get supported by the miner, and just like that we finished the best Barbarian King deck. Time for the Archer Queen deck. We are again up against a Barbarian King, but this time we are using the Archer Queen. For the Archer Queen deck we have the Archer Queen, the Mega Knight as the main tank, the Skeleton Guard as the second tank, and in this deck we have the third tank which is the Golden Giant. He can counter the Royal Champion pretty well. We have the Archer which can take care of the backline, while the Musketeer to push back the enemies, and our Queen manages to finish round number 1. For round number 2 I will get my Archer to take care of the Magic Archer, and then get the Golden Giant and just place it in a way that his Magic Archer doesn't get some geometry value. Although that was a poor skeleton guard placement by me, he can get the geometry value towards my Archer, but he placed it towards my Mega Knight, so it didn't, and us Golden Giant had to tank the Spear Goblin shot, and his Queen managed to touch my Queen, and I lost round number 2. For round number 3 I'm gonna get the larger area so that I can target more minis. I just resold my Golden Giant for no reason, and I will get the Musketeer so that this time the king doesn't manages to touch my Queen. That's the plan of action. This time I'm not gonna get any kind of geometry value, and again his Spear Goblin targets towards my Golden Giant goes down, and our Mega Knight doesn't get any super. Archer Queen gets a pretty decent value, but that wasn't enough to finish this round. But we still have another round. He's in the match point, but we still don't have any kind of pressure. I will upgrade my Mega Knight for the extra stun, get the Archer so that I can target his backline, because he has too many backlines which are really annoying me. And now my Mega Knight is pretty beefy and chunky, and I will try to get less geometry value again this time. His magic archer will not get geometry value towards my Mega Knight. My Mega Knight stuns his Barbarian King, gets his Barbarian King down, and our Queen finishes everything off. For this round, I'm just gonna upgrade my 2 cost minis, which are the Skeleton Guard and the Archer. That upgrade another time, it's not worth full, but still the 3 HP is pretty worth it. So yeah, and again no geometry values trying to get, and let's see. Okay, so Barbarian King is towards my Musketeer. My Golden Giant again goes down. The Ice Wizard is pretty annoying, and our Musketeer gets the super in time. Come on, Musketeer, shoot! And the Musketeer shoots it back. Our Archer Queen just Obama everything down, and just like that we complete this round. The Barbarian King is almost down, and just like that, how you play with Archer Queen deck. For the best Royal Champion deck, we have a Clash deck. We have the Prince, the Spear Goblin, the Miner, and the Bowler. And for the tank, we have the Mega Knight. For the first round, I'm gonna play the Mega Knight and the Miner. Our RC gets the stun so that his Mega Knight doesn't use his super, and there's nothing he can do. The King gets the Resurrection, but it's not gonna be enough to fight against the damage, and that's like how we win round number 1. For round number 2, let's get the Bowler and the Spear Goblin, and let's just sell the Bowler and get the Prince, and we will just Joe Mama that King which he is gonna play on the Resurrection tile, and we indeed did the thing. His Mega Knight somehow manages to stun my Royal Champion, and his King still has the Resurrection, and that's an L for us, but it's still not the end of the day. For round number 3, this time we are not gonna just Joe Mama that Resurrection tile. This time we are gonna scatter our Clash abilities. I will get the Bowler because Bowler is missing in our deck, and more minis equals to more area, more pressure on our enemy. I will get the super ability so that I don't play a risky game. Low risk, low reward, but that's fine. Our Spear Goblin connects to his Archer gets down, and his King is not gonna finish everything. Come on, it can't. It indeed didn't. And for round number 4, let's sell the Miner, and it's the time for the no skill deck time, where we are just gonna upgrade our Mega Knight and hope for the best. Let's just rearrange everything. Prince on the Soldier so that I can just yoink his King at the back. And for this round, in the same happened. We even got his Wizard down, but that Archer is just wrecking my Royal Champion pretty hard, and Mega Knight is not gonna do the things alone, and we took the L for round number 4. For round number 5, we're gonna get the Miner and get the Backstab, and for the Spear Goblin, let's get the extra damage. I got the Backstab so that I can take care of that Archer, because that Archer was really wrecking me hard. Let's place the Spear Goblin on one side of the Soldier while the Bowler on the other side of the Soldier. Let's see what's gonna happen. I think he is gonna play something. He played the Barbarian King. Our Bowler got some value from the Soldier. Mega Knight is stunned, so our Mega Knight will get the super earlier, and our Mega Knight gets the super just in time by Countess stun, and this stun is just over for our enemy's Mega Knight, and by that time our Bowler got the stun. Our Royal Champion got resurrected, and the Archer is done, and now the King is gonna target towards my Mega Knight, while the Royal Champion is just gonna finish his King, and that's how you play the best Royal Champion deck. For the best Shield Maiden deck, we got the Healing Ranger, the Dart Goblin, the Magic Archer, the Battle Healer, and the Skeleton Guard. The Healing Ranger and the Battle Healer are just gonna keep everything alive. The Dart Goblin is just gonna wreck the things which are not gonna counter him, while the Magic Archer will take care of the backline, and the Skeleton Guard will act as your second tank. And we won round number 1 with an ease. For round number 2, I will just upgrade my Healing Ranger for the 3rd star ability and get the first ability for the Dart Goblin, so that I can just target by standing at one place, and I will get the 3rd ability. And for this round, our Shield Maiden didn't get this shield because of the stance of the Mega Knight, and we did lose this round, but still that's nothing compared to what we can do to him. For this round, I will try to get my Magic Archer. He is, and also the Skeleton Guard. And let's see what our opponent tries to play. I was trying to get some geometry value. Okay, so our healing ranger is getting some pretty good heals, and we won round number 3. For round number 4, I'm just gonna upgrade my magic archer, and let's just see how strong we are by just upgrading our magic archer. Okay, it's just a game of waiting and nothing else. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, clash. For this round, our magic archer only shoots through the swordsman, but it gets some good geometry value, and that royal champion isn't enough. Okay, so for the best countess deck, we got the Magnite, the Ice Wizard, the Swordsman, the Mini P.E.K.K.A, and the Royal Ghost. The Mega Knight and the Swordsman will provide some great CC, while the Ice Wizard will slow the Dissipate Mini P.E.K.K.As. The Mini P.E.K.K.A Dissipate is just pretty strong against every melee mini, and the Royal Ghost has some pretty interesting synergies with the Countess. By giving him her Countess she by giving her some extra backstab damage, our Countess gets some backstab damage towards his king, and just like that we will finish round number 1 because his king won't be able to finish off my Countess. That was an easy round number 1. For round number 2, let's begin. Okay, so for round number 2, I might just get a Dissipate Mini P.E.K.K.A because yeah, that's pretty strong against any kind of melee minis. Okay, the luck isn't in my side. I got a Swordsman. A Swordsman will be pretty beneficial against countering the Miner, and I just wish that he doesn't get a lot of geometry value from his Magic Archer. Oh, he indeed sold his Magic Archer. He plays the Mega Knight with the Barbarian King deck, and honestly, Mega Knight doesn't really synergize as well with the Barbarian King because they are just opposite to each other. The Barbarian King provides you damage, while the Mega Knight is just a beefy boy standing and stopping everything. So yeah, that doesn't really make any sense. That was a pretty dumb move from my opponent. Now this time I'm gonna get the Dissipate Mini P.E.K.K.A, and let's just upgrade our Mega Knight and hope for the best, because just upgrading the Mega Knight is a great value because you get 7 HP and the abilities are also pretty strong. The larger area, even the stun duration and the dark armor also works pretty well in the later rounds, but I don't have the dark armor ability, so that's an L for me. Our Countess will get some backstab damage towards his Mega Knight. Our Countess gets teleported towards the skeleton, but that's also fine because our Countess is now targeting the witch, and now she is gonna kill the witch and then the skeletons, and Mega Knight gets a stun, and that's a easy 3-0 against the Barbarian King. For the monk deck, we have the Miner, the Swordsman, the Ice Wizard, the Magic Archer, and the Mega Knight. The Miner and the Magic Archer is just gonna take care of the Ice Wizard and everything which are at the back line, so that our monk doesn't get frustrated. While the Swordsman is gonna provide some CC to our units, and that Ice Wizard is just gonna slow this Mini P.E.K.K.As and everything which is coming towards him, and the Mega Knight is just gonna be your main tank so that your monk thing doesn't die, and we easily won round number 1 because he plays an Evis and the Ice Wizard, and he even plays the Barbarian King at the back. We will get the Mega Knight, and maybe let's just get the Magic Archer because he's pretty strong and sometimes he might just hard carry you. Let's just alter some placements because I don't know what really we should do, and the Mega Knight is just going to tank for my monk. Monk goes towards his Swordsman, doesn't waste his super. Now he's going to use his super on the Barbarian King. The Barbarian King is almost KO'd, and it's time for the Evis and the Ice Wizard to die, and we easily won 2 rounds, and we are asserting total dominance against our opponent. For round number 3, let's just upgrade our Ice Wizard for that area upgrade, and let's just get the stun upgrade for our Swordsman, and maybe the Miner because he's playing 2 backlines, the Evis and the Ice Wiz. So yeah, the magic, I'm trying to get some geometry value through my Magic Archer. Let's see, he's just overcommitting towards his wizard bros, and our the monk is just going to destroy his king again, and I don't know what this guy is doing. He's just a mad lad. And just like that, that's how you play the best monk deck. As Wave Master deck, the Clash deck is again here. First, let's place the Spear Goblin and the Bowler, and let's just not waste any drop of elixir, and let's just sell our Spear Goblin, and also let's just cycle out the Bowler so that we don't get another duplicate on the next round. Bowler on the mid. Actually, we did miss the Bowler. The Wave Master is going towards the Magic Archer. He will just KO that Magic Archer. He goes back towards the Swordsman. Swordsman is in 2 HP. Swordsman's dead. And now he just triple killed the enemy. For round number 2, let's see what's the rule. Let's just get the the Spear Goblin and the Miner. And I think the better option would be to get a Dissipate Mini P.E.K.K.A. Let's see. We indeed got a Mini P.E.K.K.A. And the Dissipate Mini P.E.K.K.A. is going to be pretty good. And let's play everything on the lanes. Let's see what's going to happen. Okay, that was a pretty good decision. We got the best value we could. The Wave Master is again going towards the Magic Archer. The Magic Archer is again dead. And now Wave Master is attacking towards the Barbarian King. The Barbarian King is stunned. And we won round number 2. For round number 3, let's get the Prince and the Miner because they are left. Let's just place him on the left side, and let's place the Prince at the front so that we can knock off his giant skeleton because he's totally not aware that we are having a Prince. I mean, if he's a smart guy, he knows that we must have a Prince. Okay, we knocked off his thing, but I should have played the Bowler on the mid. That would have provided some great value. The Wave Master gets kited towards the Miner, and the Swordsman just obliterated my Wave Master. Let's just upgrade the Spear Goblin maybe. Okay, and let's just get the backstab. Oh, I accidentally got the super ability. I had to get the stun ability. Let's just reroll and maybe get the the boast ability will be pretty better because he's not having a backlane which has a super. So yeah, and we managed to connect only one of the clash abilities, but the Miner and the Prince is at the back, but we still we managed to win the Spear Goblin clutched. Now for the Skeleton King deck, to be completely honest, this is not my deck. This is the deck of full frontage, and I really don't have any good experience for Skeleton King, so yeah, I just copy pasted his deck. But anyways, this deck is really strong. This deck contains the Giant Skeleton, the Mini P.E.K.K.A., the Royal Ghost, the Magic Archer, and the Spear Goblin. The Mini P.E.K.K.A. will be good with the Dissipate. The Giant Skeleton will be a main tank. The Royal Ghost will allow you to get invisible so that you might get some isolation damage. And the Spear Goblin, I don't know why he put the Spear Goblin. Like he could have put other minis like the Swordsman, for example. And the Magic Archer is just gonna take care of the backlines. So yeah, we're gonna make the things invisible, and let's just get the isolation damage for the Royal Ghost because yeah, Skeleton King isolation damage, then the Royal Ghost isolation damage, pretty strong, right? And now making everything invisible will target everything towards the Giant Skeleton, and our Skeleton King goes towards the Golden Giant. The Golden Giant gets some great isolation damage. The Mega Knight is stunned. The Mega Knight is almost down. The Mega Knight died, and the thing got this super. And then the Royal Champion is also dead. That Ice Wizard didn't got anything to survive. Let's see what we can do for round number 3. I might just get the Spear Goblin or upgrade my Mini P.E.K.K.A. Maybe Giant Skeleton. Nah, let's get the Magic Archer and the Spear Goblin because they're left. Let's just use the whole deck and show the power of the deck. Maybe the Giant Skeleton towards the right so that we can waste more time of our opponent. He doesn't place anything at the shell tile, but we managed to miss the Spear Goblin, but the geometry value is pretty neat, and the Skeleton is going towards the Royal Champion, and we might just win this round. He got some stun, but that's totally not enough to win this round. Maybe the Royal Champion might clutch up, which he can't, and that's it for this video. See you in the next one.